L-O motherfucking L. Ah. Shit. Welcome back to another episode of the Delusional Daydreams podcast. I am your host, Ari Lou, and it's been a couple days since I've recorded anything. To be honest, the last 2 to 3 days, I just haven't been called or pulled to record anything. It's been more of a time for me to process everything in silence and solitude and just really tune inwards. Writing every single day, getting outside on really long nature walks with Bandit, and just feeling the wave of emotions that has been running through my entire being while processing my ex, the person I thought was going to be my forever, the person I thought we still had a chance, finding out that he had lied to me, deceived me, cheated me, and is now on to another relationship with a new girl so quickly. Yeah, so it's been a lot to process. It's been a lot to take in. And honestly, it really has been like a roller coaster. Like every single day is different. Like I go through waves of like acceptance and feeling so powerful within the choices that I'm making moment to moment while trying to move through this, to just feeling the pits of despair and hurt and pain and disrespect and deception and heartbreak. All the anger, all the jealousy, all the animosity, just all of the sadness, all of the emotions. I've been processing it. But today, the sun is shining. Can you see? Can you tell? It's so nice. We made it through. It's wild how I feel like nature, my surroundings, my environment truly have been a reflection of everything that's been going on internally, because this last weekend when I was pushing through working 2 doubles and also pushing through the emotional torment when it was at its strongest and really trying to transmute it and breathe and just transmute it into making money and focusing on my job and just putting that energy back into me and what I'm doing and regaining my independence and financial stability. While I was going through that this weekend, we were also dealing with some hectic ass bipolar storms and weather. Like it would be windy as fuck one moment, raining the next, sunny the next. Like it was just going all over, just like what I was feeling inside as far as the roller coaster of processing these emotions. And while I was at work transmuting all of this and going through all of this, my dog, Bandit, was home alone because my parents were out of town at the beach, and he is terrified of the wind. Like he just sulks in the bathroom and it breaks my heart. So he was home alone all weekend, toughing through the storm on his own in his own solitude, and it just felt like him and I really went through it this weekend separately, but like together in the same journey, if that makes sense. And I woke up on Monday just so fucking proud of him and I. I was so proud of him for toughing through the weekend, being completely isolated and alone in this house by himself during the storms. And then just so proud of myself for making it through the weekend of work, because I did not think I was going to make it through. I really thought my emotions were going to take over and I was going to have to leave and come home and just process things. but I'm just so proud of myself and so proud of him for pushing through and making it not only through the emotional torment, but also the physical storms, because now the weather is starting to clear. The storms have lifted, the storms have passed, and we are heading into really sunny, nice weather. And that's kind of what it feels like energetically as well. But yeah, I just feel like I've come to this understanding. This whole relationship has been karmic. And coming to this understanding, it's like I am released. I am released because there's nothing tying me to this anymore once I finally realized that it is what it is and I am moving on to better things. And the way that I handled all of this unveiling of information to me truly has leveled me up and unlocked a version of me, unlocked me to a level of life. It's almost like when they say knowledge is power, it really is. But not only is knowledge power, the emotions that come with gaining said knowledge is our superpower. But with great power comes great responsibility. So when you get information, when you get downloads, when you get clarity on something, when a truth is revealed to you and it sparks an emotion within you, how are you reacting? How are you moving through that? Because I could have so easily jumped into old past patterns, taken this information, taken the emotional torment that came with it, confronted him right away without even thinking, right? Impulsively moving. I could have confronted him and been like, what the fuck? And just basically ripped him to shreds, made him feel the shame of me unlocking the truth, right? I could have ripped him a new one, made him feel so shameful as to who he is as an individual and the actions that he took, right? I could have used this knowledge and this emotion to just be a shitty person. But instead, I kept this information to myself and I took this emotion and put that energy back into me. I focused on keeping my head down, breathing, working my ass off at work, getting outside with my dog, taking long hot baths, getting together with my family and just spending quality time with them, writing shit out, working on this podcast, doing things to use this energy for me. Moving this energy through to boomerang karma back to me tenfold. Because another thing, I think I'm in the most powerful position right now. And not that I want to abuse this power or do anything with this necessarily, but having this concealed truth unveiled and this knowledge, he has no fucking clue that I know. He has no clue that I know any of this. And I haven't reached out to him to confront him, nor will I. But imagine how he's going to feel when he finds out. When he finds out I found out the way I did and didn't do anything about it. When I took that energy into propelling myself further into the person I said I was going to become, upholding the things I say I'm going to do, and moving on. Releasing the string. And not allowing him access back into my energy. And this is crazy because like this whole journey of podcasting, editing, getting shit out, transmuting this whole experience, this project in particular has been so therapeutic for me because it's so, life is ironic, but nothing is coincidence. It's crazy how when I started the revamp of this project and I was recording the episodes before I got the information back to me, I am now editing those said episodes. And it's crazy that the shit that I was talking about before I found out anything is exactly the advice and the shit that I need to hear to move through this intentionally and to keep myself in check. Who would have thought that the shit that I was saying out loud would have been basically almost like divine knowledge from my future self and me creating my own form of therapy? Like, my own words are my own therapy right now. And specifically, it's like leaning into the discomfort has been a huge one for me. Leaning into the discomfort and learning how to take the darkest emotions and transmute that intentionally into progress, love, and light and forward motion. And up-leveling myself and stepping through this portal of my self-worth, setting boundaries, being tested. Truly, I'm in the season of preparation, right? If I want certain things in my life, if I'm destined for certain things, it means I have to go through more discomfort. And the only way the universe is going to know if I'm ready to level up into new opportunities, into new connections, I have to be tested. I have to be put through a season of preparation. And holy hell, is that what this was? This was definitely a test of how am I gonna move through this? Am I finally going to step up and see who I am, see my worth, see my value, and act in accordance to that? And I did. And I am, day by day, choosing myself over everything, choosing my journey, choosing my love, choosing my light, choosing my progress. Because I will no longer settle for people that are playing on a lower level. Like, I am the it factor. I am the life partner that is here to create a legacy, build a legacy, be the most loyal companion that's here to drive an impact and love unconditionally and create without bounds and grow together, move out of our comfort zones together and embrace each other wholeheartedly. I am here for that. My journey here on earth has been a lot of learning about love, a lot of learning about interpersonal connections and relationships. My path is a love path. 10 out of 10. It's a people path. It's a lot about connections, a lot about finding my self-worth and that love that I'm seeking externally within myself. I don't need to get under someone to get over someone anymore. I don't need to get under someone to get over someone. And it's crazy. I'm a huge fan of Panic at the Disco. If you know their OG album, you're awesome. I grew up on Panic at the Disco, love them. But I have been listening to my music on Spotify, like my liked playlist, on shuffle. And shout out to Spotify lately, because when you shuffle songs now in your liked, it truly shuffles shit that like I have not heard in a minute. But anyways, I was driving and this song from Panic at the Disco came on, and what is it called? But It's Better If I Do, I think is what it's called. But It's Better If I Do. Okay, don't mind me. I'm going to sing the lyrics because listen to this. And isn't this exactly where you'd like me? I'm exactly where you'd like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. Oh, isn't this exactly where you'd like me? I'm exactly where you'd like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. Praying for love and paying in naivety. Praying for love and paying in naivety. Oh. What the fuck? Okay, when I was growing up listening to that song, I had no fucking comprehension or true understanding of what those lyrics meant. But now, I listened to that song and my head fucking exploded because not you, right? You know who I'm talking to. You are praying for love in a lap dance, and not necessarily a lap dance, but you are praying for love in the lust. You are praying for love in the instant gratification. You are praying for love in this enamorment of it's easier to get over someone by getting under someone. But the biggest price you're going to pay is your naivety in that. The lesson is your price. The lesson being you were naive, and karma comes back around. The person probably is not what you thought. The situation is not what you thought. And why do I think that? Because I did the same fucking thing. For me to get over my past ex, I jumped right into something new. And I was praying for love in the bedazzlement of the illusion he set for me. Praying for love in this life of building a forever together, playing house, doing all this stuff with someone that was clearly giving me red flags. And my price was my naivety, because look at where I'm at now, starting from scratch. Granted, I learned a lot. Holy shit. I came out on the other side of all of this just feeling like a $1 trillion. Like, I know my worth. I know who I am. I've learned a lot. And I wouldn't take any of it back. But I heard that song and I listened to those lyrics and I'm just like, oh, snap. Wow. So genius lyrics, Brendan Urie. I don't know if you wrote those or someone else in your band, but holy shit balls. I'm like, damn. So yeah, I just, with all these breakthroughs, coming to the understanding of what all of this was meant to teach me more than anything, the lessons being the upgrade, the lessons being the level unlocked. At this point, it's just like all come together full circle as far as like, damn, we're just getting started. And I feel so powerful. I feel invincible. I feel like there's nobody above me. There's nobody out of my league. I feel like emotionally and spiritually, I have stepped into this level of like being worthy of the most abundant connections in my life, because they're going to come from the truest form of my heart space, and I'm going to act in accordance to my heart space and my worth, and not settling for bullshit. No. I ain't got time for people playing down here. No. We only got time to be up here, fam. And if that means I gotta fly solo right now, I fucking will. Does that make me sound egotistical and selfish? Maybe. Maybe to the people that aren't on this journey for themselves, right? Because if this is triggering something within you, maybe you have to look in the mirror yourself. But for the first time in my life, I'm confident as fuck. And no one's going to bring me down from that. So yeah, definitely it's been like one full week of unlocking this information, transmuting everything, coming out of the stormy weather into the sunshine, the clarity, and the clarity being myself and who I truly am, which is the most powerful position you can be in. So yeah, I think that's all I have for today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your day, week, month, year. Until next time, Ari Lou signing out. Peace punch, Captain Crunches. It's my pterodactyl bird. But yeah, okay, bye.